In this episode, we are going to visit in one of the most sought island paradise in the Philippines and in the whole world. Saan pa nga ba kundi dito sa magandang isla ng Boracay! By the way, alam naman natin na napaka-saturated na ng content dito sa Boracay dahil marami na nagpo-post nito sa Facebook, sa YouTube, at kahit sa TikTok. But I promise that this trip is different. First, I'd like to inform you that this trip is a DIY trip. No plans, no accommodations, no itineraries, just pure bahala na si Batman Adventure! Batman! Yeah. Originally, we are supposed to go to Cebu at pupunta ng Bohol. To make the long story short, ayan, nag-last minute booking lang tayo dito papunta ng Boracay! And we all know kung ano ang itsura ng Boracay tuwing summer season. Pero ano naman kaya ang itsura nito ngayong rainy season naman tayo? Marami kayang pupunta ngayong mga tao dito or kukunti lang? Or is it advisable ba to go off-peak season here in Boracay? At syempre naman, isasama ko na rin dito ang mga expenses natin. Where to eat and where to stay. Saka, bisitahin namin pala natin ang kanilang public market dito. Sisilipin natin at alamin natin ang presyohan ng kanilang mga seafood. Mahal nga ba ang seafood nila dito o mura lang? Huwag na natin patagalin to. Let's go! Simulan natin ang kwento sa pag-book ng plane ticket to Boracay. My best friend in Cebu told me na di daw kami matutuloy sa Bohol this July. Instead, he moved the schedule for September. So kaya ayun, nag-last minute booking tayo online. If you're a frequent traveler, you definitely know that last minute booking is expensive. So I tried an online travel agency and I found one slightly cheaper. I was able to book at the AirAsia Move. Kinabahan ako because I found out later na may mga issues palang kinasasangkutan itong AirAsia Move.
The Department of Transportation is preparing an economic sabotage case against online travel agent AirAsia Move.
And they have lots of bad reviews online. At ito pa, I am more familiar with Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, AirAsia, and Airsweep Airlines. But I've never heard of this Royal Air na kapangalan ng soft drinks na nabibili sa tindahan. I even went to their ticketing office in Parañaque just to make sure that they exist kasi ang hirap nilang kontakin. Anyway, I will make a separate content review on this one later. It's a last-minute DIY trip. Wala talagang plano and I don't have any idea where to stay and where to go pa. And that's exactly what I like. As a full-time vlogger and content creator, mas gusto ko pa yung ganitong context. Hawak ko yung oras ko, no boss, no pressure.
Bakit ba kinikilig na naman ito? Pero ngayon ay parang kakaiba.
Oh, ayan na naman kayo. Travel vlog to hindi love story. A plane ride from Naiya Terminal 2 going to Caticlan is around 45 minutes. It's the fastest way to travel if you'd like to visit Boracay. The question that looms in everybody's mind, especially for those who haven't been to Boracay, is Boracay expensive? At the end of this video, I'm pretty confident that we will be able to answer that question. Kaya dito pa lang sa arrival, we will now start to count our expenses. As usual, wala na naman tayong itinerary kung saan tayo papunta. Basta ang mission natin ngayong umaga is maghanap tayo ng accommodation at makainan. How much po? Join na lang ako kung sino dyan lang muna. Okay, bye. So, ayan guys, no, from the airport going to the jetty port, binayaran natin is 75 pesos. Tabon Port. Dito kayo sasakay kung pupunta kayo ng Boracay. Hello po. Good morning. Ako lang mag-isa. Yes po.
May hotel kayo, sir?
Maghanap pa ako dun sa station 3. Po. Ito yung latest update ng mga payments. Sa local, 150 environmental fee, terminal fees 100. So total is 250 pesos. Magkano po? 250. Thank you. Ayan, no, reminder lang mga ka-wonder, no, pagdating nyo doon sa airport, no, ito lang napansin ko, kung hindi lang ako nagkamali, no, kung sasakay ka ng tricycle, be sure na sabihan mo yung parang cashier doon na kahit mag-isa ka, pero sasabay ka lang doon sa sa ibang tricycle na na punuan, na mapupuno. Kasi ang charge yata nila pag sabi mo mag-isa ka lang at wala kang kasama is parang, kung hindi ako nagkamali, 150 pesos. Pero kung sabihin mo na maki-join ka na lang doon sa mga mapupuno, 75 pesos lang babayaran. Ayan, nakalagay guys, 50 pesos yung boat ticket. Take note wala pa tayong hotel, wala pa tayong accommodation. So, kailangan natin pumunta dun sa station 3 at maghanap na lang tayo ng accommodation natin. Ganyan talaga basta lalakad ka na lang, biyahe ka na lang, walang plano. Bahala na si Batman, go lang tayo ng goal.
Yan sir, diretso lang po.
Diretso?
Diretso lang po. Yan po.
Kuya, may tanong lang ako. Nakita ko ngayon sa mga t-shirt nyo, no to Boracay Bridge. Ano pong ibig sabihin yan?
Lalagyan kasi ng tulay ang Boracay sir.
Talagyan na ng tulay?
Against kami, against kami sir.
Ayun. Ayun pala, no, may bali-balita pala dito ngayon mga ka-wonder na lalagyan daw ng tulay yung papuntang Boracay. At eto nga sila na parang mga nag-assist dito sa mga passenger na siguro mga bangkero o mga porter yata to sila. Against sila pag maglagay ng bridge Katiklan going to Boracay kasi nga naman mawawalan na sila ng hanap buhay. So yun yung nakikita nating dahilan kung bakit inaayawan nila o against sila sa paglagay ng bridge na ito. Pero anong masabi niyo mga ka-wonder? Siyempre isipin naman natin is for the good of everybody, di ba? Ngayon kung sa tingin natin na yung bridge mas nakakabuti sa nakakarami, hindi mas maganda naman talaga may bridge kasi mas magbo-boost pa lalo yung tourism dito sa Boracay. At the same time naman is hindi lang tao kundi pati yung mga goods and services. So yan guys, sakay na tayo ng ferry. Galing dun sa Katiklan Port papunta dito sa Boracay Island. Saglit lang parang mga 10 minutes lang yata. Sobrang lapit lang talaga. So ang next natin gagawin ngayon is maghanap naman tayo ng sasakyan papunta dun sa Station 3. Ganap tayo. Ito pala mga e-trike. Bossing, magkano single papuntang Station 3?
150.
150 isang tao?
Hindi. Balik charter na po. Regula na po yan.
Ha?
Arkila.
Arkila na po yun, 150. Okay, thank you. So ayan guys, no, kung papuntang itong mga e-trike natin, no, dito sa sa Boracay, no, kung sasakay kayo diyan, mag-isa ka lang, 150 papuntang Station 3. Ito po ba yung sakayan? Papunta ako ng Station 3, mag-isa lang ako. Ito. Magkano pamasahe? 25. 25. So yan, 25 pesos. Napakalayo sa nilang doon ng e-trike, di ba? Guys, dumating na tayo dito. Ang sabi ng driver ay yan daw yung papasok na dyan sa kaliwa ang papunta sa Station 3. So dito ayan, may nakalagay na welcome to Station 3. Now, let's talk about the accommodations here in Boracay. I first went to Boracay way back in 2014. At that time, hindi pa ako vlogger. Just a typical, handsome, attractive guy taking vacations. Take a look at the picture. O, di ba? I'm tall, dark, and never mind. Sobrang dami ng bago talaga sa Boracay. I remember the cost of comfortable air-conditioned room good for 2 packs was just 500 pesos at Station 3 before. Just to let you know, for those who haven't been to Boracay, Boracay on its west part is divided into 3 stations. Station 1 where you can find some of the most luxurious hotels and accommodations. Diyan talaga pupunta ang mga rich, mga sosyal at feeling social. Station 2 and 3 naman, diyan tumatambay mga hampas lupa. Just kidding. Stations 2 and 3 are a mix of luxurious and budget-friendly accommodations. In fact, halos lahat ng events, nightlife, and happenings ay dito mo makikita sa Station 2 and 3. So, nag-ikot ako from Station 3 to Station 2 and I asked several hotels, inns, and homestays. The average price of accommodations is around 1,500 pesos to as high as 8,000 pesos per night. But here's the cheapest so far. For 350 pesos per night, yes, you heard it right. 350 pesos, but you must have a companion. At least 4 of you. 350 pesos each or 1,400 for a night stay at Faith Village Gardens, Boracay. Not bad, di ba? Since mag-isa lang ako, di ako pwede dahil minimum of 4 packs. Luckily, nakita naman natin ang... So yun guys, may nakita naman tayong accommodation ngayon for 600 pesos. Isa siyang hostel room na may mga kasama. Okay na goods na siya. Pag solo traveler ka, pwede na talaga, di ba? It's a dormitory type room, fully air conditioned, very comfy, may hot and cold shower, may free wifi, may sariling bar and restaurant, may sariling swimming pool, 5 minutes walk to the beach, and 3 minutes walk to the main highway. All for 600 pesos a night. Watch out dahil gawan ko ito ng review later. How about the food? The food in Boracay is so good. There are lots of food choices for you to choose from. Italian pasta, French cuisine, Chinese food, Indian food, vegetarian food, Filipino food, you name it. They all have it here in Boracay. I mean, everything. Kung gusto mong kumain for less than 100 pesos, meron dito. So yan guys, ang inulo natin isang kanin at isang dinuguan for breakfast kasi hindi pa tayo nakapag-breakfast simula nung umalis tayo dun sa Manila. Taste natin dito sa dinuguan. Pwede. Kung fast food ang hanap mo, meron din dito. Guys, samahan nyo ako mag-dinner tayo ngayon dito sa Jollibee. Nasa tabing dagat lang ang Jollibee ngayon dito sa Boracay. Let's go! So yun guys, dinner time na natin ngayon. Nag-chowking na lang tayo. Kung ang hanap mo ay unlimited eat all you can buffet, marami dito. Oh, may cake pa dito. A single breakfast like this one can cost you 590 pesos or even more if you are in one of the high-end restaurants or hotels here in Boracay. Thank you. Boracay has a pretty decent transportation for those who love to commute. But I regret to inform you that if you'd like to rent a motorcycle to explore the island, Boracay has the most expensive motorcycle rental in the Philippines. But don't worry, we found an alternative. An e-bike to explore the island of Boracay. Siyempre, gawan ko na rin to ng review later. Guys, ito na yung narentahan nating e-bike. So, andito daw yung power off. Yan. Social, ginto yung ano, yung relo, amiyaman. Saan-saan nga ba tayo nagpunta dito sa Boracay? Ang una talaga nating binisita ay ang kanilang public market to check the prices of their seafood. Ang masasabi ko lang ay mahal ang mga seafood dito sa Boracay. Dahil medyo mahaba ang video, I will make a separate content on this one. Our next stop is the Iligan Beach. A 30 minutes e-bike ride galing dun sa hostel na kung saan tayo nag-i-stay. Mas kalmado ang dagat dito at hindi crowded. I will also make a separate content on this one. Next is yung Puke Este, yung Puka Shell Beach. Leche, sino ba nakaisip ng pangalan na yan? Sobrang lapit sa paborito ng mga boys ha. Yung Puka Beach is also facing the western side of Boracay. Kaya maalon dito dahil sa hagupit ng hanging habagat. Gawan ko na rin to ng walking tour video later. The rest na napuntahan ko is of course a sunset relaxing beach walking tour from Station 1 to Station 3. No cut, no script. Tuloy-tuloy in a high definition 4K resolution video. Kung may sunset walk, meron din tayong ginawang evening walking tour video to check how vibrant the nightlife is in Boracay. At kung may sunset, nightlife tour, meron din tayong morning beach walk tour dito sa Boracay. Yang tatlong yan dahil mahaba ay gagawan ko ng separate videos. Nasisiguro kong marirelax kayo sa mga beach walk natin na yan. And here's the main event of our Boracay travel. So yan guys, on the way na tayo ngayon dun sa Red Whale Yacht. The Boracay Sunset Yacht Cruise with Party Party! Dito talaga ako nag-enjoy mga ka-wonder. The Red Whale yacht is the biggest yacht right now in Boracay that offers a sunset cruise. For 2,999 pesos, you'll get to board its semi-luxurious yacht and you'll have unlimited pika-pika food such as crackers, sandwiches, juice, Korean cup noodles, and fruits in season. You'll get to experience that beautiful scenery of the surrounding waters of Boracay. Activities to enjoy are snorkeling, kayaking, a slide, jumping from the top of the yacht, and their adrenaline pumping speedboat ride. The main event is, of course, the party. You'll get to meet new people and bond with them. Bonus pa dito is yung napaka-friendly, attentive at kwelang masaya ang mga staff ng Red Whale. 101% na mag-e-enjoy ka talaga. Sulit na sulit ang trip na ito. Mahaba din ang video na nakuha ko dito kaya abangan ninyo dahil gawan din natin ito ng mahabang content. You will really enjoy watching all the fun and excitement in this particular activity. So yan guys, nakasakay na kagad tayo dito sa papunta na tayo ng pier ngayon. Now we are going back to Caticlan Airport. From the hostel where I stayed, I paid 25 pesos for the e-trike fare going to the Boracay Port. From Boracay Port going to Caticlan Tabon Port, I paid for the terminal fee and boat ticket for 100 pesos. From Caticlan Tabon Port going to Caticlan Airport, I paid 75 pesos. That will really give you the idea of how much you pay if you are a solo traveler. The question is Boracay expensive? The answer is yes and no. Let me explain it. It will all depend on your budget. Boracay, as I may say, is a lazy man's paradise. It is an overdeveloped tourist destination here in the Philippines, meaning you can all get the conveniences you need at the right price. If money is not a problem for you, you can stay in one of those luxurious high-end hotels and eat at those fancy, expensive restaurants. On the other hand, pag medyo kapos ka sa budget, Boracay can also offer a budget-friendly inns and hostels. And yes, kahit maulan o rainy season tayo ngayon, ay marami pa rin turistang pumupunta sa Boracay. If you want promo plane tickets, just purchase them at least 6 months prior to your travel. All you have to do is to make your plans ahead of time. But for me, mas gusto ko yung walang plano, walang itinerary, walang advance accommodation, yung talagang typical na bahala na si Batman Adventure. Uy, bago ko pala makalimutan, shout out muna tayo sa ating avid viewer na si John Castillon. Abangan nyo mga susunod pa natin po sa See you on our next adventure.